Radio.
So tonight we got Sorrentos on Sorrentos. Pull up my notes here. JB is gone. JB has been out. He's sick. I was sick for a month now. JB is out. So now I'm getting guests emailing me like crazy. We're missing guests, and we got bad notes, and everything's gone. But I got notes for Sorrentos tonight, so I'm all prepared. I did it all by myself. I did all the work by myself today. Unbelievable. Get some good help around here. JB will be back tomorrow night for the Randy Quaid interview. So if you guys are interested in the biggest interview I've ever had in my entire career, Randy Quaid will be on tomorrow night. We nailed down a time yet? Let's see. Working the board tonight is Chris Simon. Say hello to Chris Simon. Say hello. Why is your patch not working? Okay, we'll get his patch. Former Colorado Avalanche, Chris Simon. No, he's not really him. It's just a dude named Chris Simon. Is running the board tonight and sending me my notes and helping me out by sending emails and apologizing to guests. There's too much confusion. People can't figure out time zones. I can't figure out dates. I went through the emails today, and he scheduled a bunch of people for Wednesday the 5th. Well, today's the 4th. So I look up at the board, and he's using last year's calendar to book guests. I mean, it's just a mess here. We're sorry. We'll get it fixed. But we will have Sorrentos on tonight. Sorrentos is here, I believe. Sorrentos. We can figure out what Sorrentos is all about. We'll put him on right now. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. How you doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Is this Sorrentos?
Yes.
Can you hear me all right? Everything good?
Yeah, I can hear you great, yeah.
Because we have a guy that's never run the board before because he's kind of a Nimrod. He was supposed to talk to you before he put you on the air, but he just threw you on the air. I want to apologize.
That's all right. No problem.
That's right. This guy's gone after tomorrow anyways. This guy's he's a hack on the board, this guy. All right. So, now it is Sorrentos. Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, how do you pronounce it, though? Tell me the real way before I completely make an ass out of myself.
Yeah, Sorrentos is fine. Yeah, it's not a problem.
So when you announce you up live on a stage, how do you announce it?
Sorrentos.
It is Sorrentos.
Yeah.
Do you add a little more flavor, though, on the end? Sorrentos.
No, not really. I mean, I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways where people add flavor to it, but I'm okay with either way.
Because serrontos don't work, though.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't. So you're a positive guy. It looks like you're a nice guy. And, you know, nice guys don't do very well on my show, but we'll try tonight. You know what? I'll try to be nice.
Sure, okay.
So, how long have you been in the music game? How long has it been going?
I actually officially started doing it in January of 2014, so a little over a year, but I've been working on it for a little bit before that.
So you're just a singer? You just sing?
Singer-songwriter, yeah. I mean, I write different melodies and music and put it together with the words that I write.
You play the guitar, the keyboards? Do you do it all?
No, I don't consider my talent. I'm not a great instrumentalist, so when I put stuff together, it's usually on the computer in a program called Logic. And then usually what I'll do is once the melody and chords and everything's kind of set, I will usually hire people out to play a better version of a guitar than I've done or put together digitally, a real drummer that can set up a drum machine, so that kind of stuff.
So basically you're just running Pro Tools stuff.
Yeah, I don't use Pro Tools, I use Logic, but yeah, it's similar to that. Like I said, I have someone help me with the final mix and master, and usually I'll have instrumentalists that'll play the guitar better than I do and that kind of stuff.
So you come in, you write your music. What does your music say? What's it out to say?
It really depends on the song. I mean, sometimes I'm in the mood to write, like anybody else, a sad song, a happy song, but I also try to write unique songs that aren't necessarily something you'll routinely hear about. So the one that was just released yesterday was called We Accept the Love We Think We Deserve. And that's a very interesting type of song that it talks about all kinds of abuse, whether it's domestic abuse, whether it's abuse of children. The message is a little bit different than what you hear a lot of different songs talk about. And the charity I chose for this song is the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. So I thought it was very relevant to that song and appropriate.
So the charity was what?
The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
Oh, against domestic violence. We don't like that, right? That's against the law.
Correct, yeah.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
So you're doing a good thing. You're selling the song. Where can we buy the song at?
The song is everywhere, iTunes, Amazon. You can pretty much find it on Spotify, Deezer. Basically anywhere you look, you can pretty much see it.
And so you're just a one-name guy, right? You're just Sorrentos. You're nothing else. There's no last name or...
Correct, yeah. I'm just a solo music artist, and it's just one name.
You're just Sorrentos. That's all. From here on out, we're going to know you as Sorrentos. You're going to be like Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really thought about that, but yeah, I figured one name was enough for a stage name.
So you sent some music over and I listened to it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's probably the worst music I've ever heard in my entire life. It is very bad music. No, I mean, it's really bad.
Sure.
I feel sorry for women. More women are going to get beat now because your music is so bad. I've heard a lot of music because I'm a DJ, and it might be the worst music I've ever heard.
Okay. I respect that, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, so I don't have a problem with you voicing that.
Dude, you got to fight for music more. I'm just fucking with you. I haven't even heard it yet. I just want to see if you want to fight. I want to see how passionate you are.
No. I understand that music is a very individual thing, and you're not going to appeal to everybody. It's as simple as that. And I think it's foolish to try, because when I get reviews and I get different, one person will tell me my voice is great, the other person will tell me it's too monotonous on that song, and you got to roll with it, you know?
No, I'm completely fucking with you, dude. I'm sorry. It was a mean prank, but if I was willing to do that, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But I got to throw you off just a little bit before we play some music. So we got to hear the music. We got to build it up. It's good music.
Sure.
It's the good music. He's out for a good cause. He doesn't like to see women get beat. I was in a domestic violence situation where the woman used to beat me all the time.
That definitely happens. And the song actually, if you listen to it, it's a guy singing about abuse. So the basic premise of the song is that the situation's flipped and he's the one who gets abused. So I'm not sure if you're kidding, obviously, but it definitely happens, and it's more common than people think.
No, it is a lot more common. Were you a victim of domestic abuse?
I was not, but the song, the way it was written, also includes emotional abuse. So I think that's something that some men can relate to. It might not necessarily be physical abuse, but emotional abuse, which is, like I said, if you look at the research, I did some research on it, it's a lot more common than people think.
Oh, it's a lot more common. We're talking to Sorrentos tonight. Check him out. How do we reach you? Where is your Twitter? You got a Twitter going on?
Yeah, my main website is melogia.com, which is www.melogia.com, and on there's links to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. They can search for my name, Sorrentos, and it pops up number one on the search engines, and I definitely welcome anyone to reach out to me with comments. They can sign up for my email list to get a lot of updated information ahead of the social media realm, and I always respond personally. I have no ad agency. It's me. I respond directly to the fans.
Now, have you played a live gig yet, or is it just you putting the music out first and then putting a band together?
Yeah, so I played the Toronto Music Festival last year, and I'm actually in the process of putting a band back together now because I've got a lot of cool stuff coming up this year, and I can't really reveal it yet. I had the opportunity to tour for like 7 months this year worldwide, but I could not do that at this point because obviously I have a day job that I'm not telling people about. But I definitely have some more performances this year, and hopefully if it continues to grow, I'd love nothing more than to make it my full-time job and do it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, you get to go around and... Now the Sorrentos, well, you're a rock and roll guy. You get to do drugs?
No, I'm clean. It definitely is in the industry and the business, and some people kind of go overboard, but I personally am not into that. I will have a drink. I'm not against alcohol occasionally, but I have not personally done that.
You don't puff up before a gig? Get all mellow like John Lennon used to?
I don't, but it's pretty common in the industry. You see that kind of stuff everywhere, unfortunately.
Pete Best got kicked out of the Beatles. You know why? Because he wouldn't light up. Think about that for a little while.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Just by not lighting up, it ruined him a chance to be in the Beatles. Just remember that next time you're hanging out with some dudes. We're on with Sorrentos right now. We're about ready to debut his song on here. I hope you guys are listening. Now, we got a lot of listeners overseas. I would say about 90% of our listeners from overseas, and they love the American music. And we're about ready to give them guys something they've never heard before. Are you excited as I am?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm thrilled.
So, Serronto, he almost got the band together. He's starting to move. He's got the singles out. Doesn't do the drugs. This guy's a stand-up guy. He gives money to beat up women and men who've been beat up, torn out, and live in a mental hell where they can't escape. And they have to just grab their monkey and leave in the middle of the night. Tears in their eyes. It's a great organization. Give them some money.